Welcome to Sleep 101 with Dr Gemma Paech. Today I'm going to talk to you about why myself and other sleep experts suggest that we don't use electronic devices shortly before bedtime. One of the primary reasons behind this is because of the influence that light has on our internal circadian rhythm of sleep and wakefulness. So most people know that we have a central circadian clock or our body clock. And this is actually a tiny group of cells located in the suprachiasmatic nucleus of the hypothalamus. Among other functions, the SCN is related to the production and secretion of melatonin, or our sleep hormone. In most situations, melatonin secretion begins a couple of hours before our bedtime and it peaks in the early morning hours. In this way, melatonin levels are high at nighttime and low during the daytime. So the SCN, or the suprachiasmatic nucleus in the hypothalamus, gets input from external factors, and these are known as zeitgebers. One of the main zeitgebers is light, and this is particularly blue light. This helps to keep our internal body clock aligned to the day or the daylight hours and the dark time or the nighttime hours. Light essentially feeds into the SCN from our retinal, so in our eyes, and it gives a signal to say stop melatonin production or begin melatonin production, it's getting dark. The main problem with this is that when we're exposed to light at nighttime, so from our TVs, our laptops, our smartphones, this is sending a signal to our brain to halt melatonin secretion and production. In other words, our brain is getting a signal to say that it should be awake. This makes it harder for us to fall asleep and can shift our circadian timing later, so we've become more of a night owl. The problem with this, though, is that most of us still have to get up at the same time in the morning, and this can lead to sleep restriction. This has a whole host of other implications that I'll get to in another video. So what can you do? So one of the things that we recommend is, of course, to avoid artificial light exposure at nighttime. So there's a lot of apps now and a lot of settings where you can reduce the amount of blue light exposure that you get from your devices. And these can be helpful, and then you can reduce the amount of blue light, but they're not a substitute for not having light at all. So a better way perhaps to do it is to try and avoid as much light as you can around 30 minutes before bedtime. So read a book or listen to music or even listen to an audiobook or podcast, help to wind down in that respect. One of the things that I like to do is I like to listen to audiobooks about half an hour before I go to bed, and I find this doesn't give me visual stimulation or the light exposure, but I still can sort of wind down a little bit. So if you have any questions or comments that you want to make, please list them below. If you have a specific interest about sleep that you're wanting to know, please post it and I'll do my best to try and describe it or explain it to you. I will be posting fairly regular videos, so please subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you.